Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today we're taking a look at another HG Kyoukai Senki kit. This one here is the Brady Fox, another really awesome grunt from this series. The line has had some really great grunt designs and model kits, and this is just another one example of those. So let's go ahead and check it out in today's review. Alright guys, starting off taking a look at the box art. Once again, they're doing a really awesome job with this box art, showing off the grunt aesthetic here with multiple units being shown there in the front box art. And aside from it showing multiple units, once again you have some nice grunge going on there with some dirt and grime, kind of weathering effects going on there on the illustration amongst like all the embers and stuff going on here from the battleground. It all looks very cool. Here on the side of the box, this is number 12 in the line. On the bottom of the box, here's a look at what the kit is going to look like, all built and painted up. It's very gray with those purplish blue accents. Pretty cool looking color scheme here for this one. We got some different posing gimmicks over here showing like the details of the articulation and posing and all that, how you can use it with the transport unit. And on the top of the box, the series line up there with the Joehound, the Stork Carrier, and an introduction to the story right there for you. Let's go ahead and pop open the box. We'll take a look at the runners here in just a moment. You got a good stack of those. As for the instruction manual, you just got the box art there at the top. At the bottom, you have illustrations here for both the manned unit and the unmanned unit. So I guess the difference is going to be here at the head. You can see there's a little bit different part there at the top. So I'm guessing we'll have parts to make either unit. And we also have some information here about some pilots that's there in Japanese and in English, which is cool. The same thing for the information here on the backside as well, which once again shows you some different poses and things that you can do with that, and it's got some information about the different aspects of the kit. We also have some more background information and the color guide here as well, also in Japanese and in English. On the inside, we have our parts list. Majority of the construction is going to be all here in black and white, with the last couple of pages of construction, basically the weapons and transformation there in color. Getting into the contents, we have a sticker sheet, which is basically a very small sticker sheet for mostly cameras and things it looks like, so pretty minimal. That looks nice. For A1 is going to be a bunch of frame parts. We've got 2 of these in this dark brownish gray color, and that's continued on to runner A2 here as well. Runners B1 and B2 are going to be in a slightly off-white color. Runner C1 and C2 are in a light gray. Runner D1 is here in this very nice bright lavender color. Runner D2 is going to be that clear black piece for the manned unit. Runner E is going to be some parts there, probably mostly for the shield, in this kind of warm gray color. And then runner F is in 4 colors, so you got plain clear over here, some more of that frame color right there, some more of that lavender color here, and some light gray and some more frame parts over there, so kind of mix of colors all over the place on the F runner. And that's it. Alright guys, here is the kit all built up. I love the design of this one. Another really great grunt design from this series. I love the colors. In theory, they feel a little bit disjointed, the actual color scheme, but like the colors that you have there, the white, the light gray, and that kind of lavender color are a really nice combination of colors. I'm not too sure about like the placement of them. I think if and when I ever get around to repainting this kit, I'll probably do some customization as far as that goes. As for the articulation of this though, it's going to be pretty similar to what we've seen in the past. Shoulder joint will swing back and forth basically at 2 points. You have one hinge here between like this section and the main body, and then you have a ball joint between the actual like arm shoulder here and the body. You have a little bit more movement there with that. Up and down movement's the same too, but you can really only bring the arm up to about there, which is not even like 90 degrees perpendicular to the body. Otherwise, the arm gonna work pretty standardly. Rotation there at the top. The elbow is gonna give you about 90 degrees bend there. Underneath the arm, you have these chain guns, but no like actual barrel holes there. So if you guys have a drill, definitely going to want to just drill that out to make that actually look like a gun tip there. Your hands here are that standard kind of wonky looking hand. They look like they would be symmetrical. They are slightly different. You can see like the thumb is actually turned in a little bit more than like, anyway, just the shape of them. It's not exactly symmetrical, so there is a left and right side. The head, as it were, here doesn't really move, and you can't really move that eye or anything right there, but the stickers in there combined with the clear parts do look pretty nice in there. They catch the light pretty nicely. I made this as the manned version. You have parts here for the head to make it as the unmanned version, which basically just doesn't have this like kind of clear canopy part on the top there, which has another little sticker right there kind of on the front of that that's covered up here by this part. In the torso section though, you have some nice side to side bend there, forward a little bit, back a little bit more like that. This part here at the front of the waist will move back and forth to get that out of your way. Side skirts will also move up and down a little bit, rotate a little bit. Those are just on small little ball joints there. The back skirt also will move a little bit forward and back like that. Your hip joint here is pretty standard, but you can bring the leg all the way forward to about there. Single joint here in the knee, even though it looks like it would be kind of like a double joint, the knee armor does move slightly like that, but it's actually just a single joint. It's just situated so far at like the back of the knee. You can get a really nice far bend out of that, what you would normally not really be able to get out of just a single joint, but that manages to work pretty well. Here on the back side, some just nice details, nice design of the leg. I think it's pretty cool. This part moves up and down a little bit right there. The toes at the front and the back also move up and down like that. You can close those up. You can bring the ankle far to the front, far to the back, side to side, plenty there like that. This whole front part of the foot though does not move, so the whole foot is just one solid piece. It's just the little toe bits is what are the moving parts. For our other accessories, aside from the open hands, you have your just regular holding hands. You have these for the left and the right side, and the kind of knuckle or like the guard on the back will move forward and back for being like just a melee weapon, just like a punching weapon. You move that forward for punching, and that can just slide back like so. You also have a hand part here for having a more bent wrist, so that could be helpful for just holding your rifle. Here is the laser cannon, really cool weapon. I love the design of this. You have a couple of stickers at the camera and then right here at the end, that metallic red one. But really interesting design. Again, the color is kind of weird for this to be in purple, but anyway, I do really like the design of it. This part you just fit into the hand like normal. This is your secondary handle, and you can kind of rotate that if you need for holding with the left hand. And then you have the shield, which is also pretty cool. It's very basic, but I just like the shape of that. You just hold that in the hand, and then it's just held out in front of the mecha, and then you can actually move that a little bit here like that. So just depending on how you might want it situated with the pose, that is able to move there like that. So of course there's some really cool stuff that you can do with this, even though its accessories are basically just hand parts, a shield, a gun, and that's kind of about it. It doesn't necessarily come with a whole lot of accessories or anything, but of course you can make this into its landing form or like its parked state if you wanted to do that, depending on again how you might want to build this into some sort of diorama or something. You can use this together with the stork carrier if you wanted to have it like being carried into combat or whatever, just using the stork carrier as well, or even just as is. Like I said, even though it doesn't come with a ton of accessories, I think what you have there is really cool just for a nice simple grunt suit. And that's one thing that I have enjoyed about the grunt suits, especially from this series in particular. The grunt suits have been really great. Just grunt suits, if you're a fan, then you'll definitely enjoy them. I mean, all of the kits from this series honestly have been really nice, and it's a shame that I don't think they're quite as popular as they really should be. So if you've not built any of these, I would highly recommend you guys check out the line, you know, whichever design it might be. But the grunts in particular I think are especially really nice. They're just really cool, kind of somewhat generic looking mecha designs, and I don't mean that in a bad way at all, but I mean like you could use like one of the grunts with this in a diorama with like a Gundam, and it wouldn't look like necessarily out of place or anything like that. If you wanted to have like a Gundam kind of attacking or blowing up, you know, one or two of these guys just as like grunts there as part of your diorama or something like that, I think it would totally work. And that's what I mean when I say that they're somewhat generic. But great designs, great model kit, fairly simple, fun build. You don't really have too much in the way of seam lines to do on this, so it'd be a really easy kit to paint as well if you're just looking for something that you can just do a fun quick paint job on it. And I think, you know, you paint this up and it's gonna look even better, so you really can't go too wrong with a kit like this. So let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comment section below, and of course if you want to check the kit out for yourself or any of the other kits in the line or anything else from Bandai, you can check the link to USA Gundam store down in the video description below. Bandai also just announced a new color version of this that's going to be coming out at the beginning of next year, so that's something to look forward to. If maybe you prefer that color scheme, you can pre-order that one. But for now guys, thank you so much for checking out the video. If you'd also like to like and subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. But until next time, hope you all are having a great day. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.